Hey, what's up? Welcome back to another PowerWash Simulator stream. Today we are going to be working on Lara Croft Manor. So, I don't know what this is all about. But I'm going to do this one here. So, we've got two things that we can do. We've got a Jeep. It looks like there must be multiples. This must be a brand new campaign, basically. So I want to start on this. I have 3 hours today. In total, I have to leave at 9 o'clock. So $400. All right. The Prime Vista Pro, it has given that to me. Oh, look, it's giving you specific things here. So, okay. Start the job for details. All right. Let's start the job. If I disappear off camera and off microphone, just to let y'all know, I can't breathe good because I'm very congested and I'm trying to take care of that. And found out my cough medicine was not cough medicine. It was just straight sinus medicine. So I have not used the Prime Vista before. No liquids. I will go with 15 degrees. I don't. Whoa, check that out. Okay, does this, I wonder if this unlocks it for me. We're definitely gonna, oh. Okay. Well, first off, we've got, let's look here. We've got a scaffolding. Oh man, this is going to be a long job. We might not finish this today. We've got a few things setting out front, but we've got this thing here. Let's start on this. So I've seen a lot of people talking about this game recently, and talking about the way you should really power wash and all this. And I'm going to tell y'all, everybody out of the people on Twitter that's talking about, oh, that's not how you really do it and stuff. Y'all don't know what the I'm talking about. I know how to power wash. I'm not talking about people that's actually talking to me, but just people who are out there boasting, oh, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. I'm telling y'all all of y'all are wrong. When you power wash something, literally, I keep pressing the wrong button. What you want to do is you actually want to start at the top and work your way down. The reason you do that is because if you wash the top after you wash the bottom, you're gonna get the bottom dirty again. So to everybody out there, and I mean everybody out there who is like, oh, I know how to do this better than everybody else. You know, that's fine, but let's just put it this way. It's better to not open your mouth and remove all doubt that you a dumb butt sometimes. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I wouldn't allow any of the people that are on Twitter to wash or power wash anything the way they talk about it, oh my gosh, you're just like, what the heck? How could you think that? All right, we got that part done. Now, go out, have fun with your game, but don't go out trying to be a power washer if you don't know how to actually do it and claim that you do. And people are like, oh no, you got to do it a specific way, and I'll show you how you would do it on the ground. So on the ground, professional power washers do it this way. They'll start, say here. Okay. This is what they're going to do. They're going to walk up and down, but they're going to go in a straight line like this for the ground. And I mean, we don't do that in the game, but that's what they actually do, is they go in a straight line, and then they'll turn and they'll go back the other way, and they work from in to out. So, but since this is a video game, we're going to do it our way, and our way is whatever the heck we want to. There we go. That one's done. Let's get up here. Oh my gosh. What the heck, man? It won't fit up here, so... I don't know how to... Swan? And most of them also have a limited amount of water they'll use, and they will let the water, from what I have seen some of them do now, they will get like the barrels of rainwater and stuff, and they'll use that to do power washing. But they'll put soap and stuff in it, but a lot of them use recycled water. And I don't know I don't know how the heck you would recycle it after you sprayed it in the yard, but people claim that they have ways, so I don't know about all that now. But I do know that that's what they claim anyway. Oh man. I don't know how to get up top on it. That's what's going to be a nightmare for me, is trying to get up on top of it. That part is done. That medicine I took, I can tell it is really loosening up everything. Oh man. Woo! My nose is starting to run. I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna cough up a lung here in a minute. By the way, If I start coughing really bad, I might get very dizzy, might get very lightheaded. I might even pass out. So just let y'all know, if I start coughing bad enough, that kind of stuff can happen. Just like message Bad a million times and get him to call me. I've already about passed out 2 or 3 times in the last night. And that's not fun. Coughing is no fun. Especially coughing yourself into a coffin. That's no fun at all. That's what I'm trying to avoid. I've got to take another test later today, I think, or I might wait till tomorrow. I'm not sure. All right. The swan's butt has a face on it. There we go. That's what I was scared of. Go around this thing all the way first, if we can. On the bottom. This statue's going to be something else, I tell you. This statue alone is worth the $400. Now, the bad thing is, I thought I got this part over here already. So there is bad news about Tomb Raider going around. Some people might not think it is, but I personally feel it's very bad news. Tomb Raider apparently has been bought by Amazon for $600 million, which means that any kind of Amazon or any kind of Tomb Raider content that comes out, most likely it'll be on whatever that is, Amazon Luna or on PC, and it probably won't come to consoles anymore because to my knowledge, I don't know of any games that Amazon Studios has made that has come to console. I could be completely wrong about that, but I can't recall a single one of them personally that I've heard of coming to console. So I don't know if any of them will. I don't know what they'll do about that, but I can tell you with certainty that there's already rumors of them wanting to do a show of it. And if that means if you don't have Amazon Prime and able to watch their Prime content, you're out of luck. You won't ever get to see it. It's just like I will never get to see The Last of Us probably, unless for some reason they sell it to Netflix, which ain't gonna happen, you know. So that's a bit of unfortunate news to me, is that they have bought the rights to it or whatever. All right, we're going to do the top. You know what? Let me look at something. So yeah, the Prime Vista Pro I don't have, but that's what I'm using. They give it to you in this. That's pretty cool. I need to finish the rest of the game after this one. And that's something I want to do anyway, is finish the rest of the jobs. All right. I don't know how to actually get the rest of this, to be honest with you. Let's go for that one. Okay, let's go for that one. Getting up there is going to be the problem. So just to also, other people that play this game, please press C when you're doing this because people don't want to see the screen shaking. I've been watching somebody else play this and oh my gosh, she made me so sick. I had to cut it off, and I usually watch a lot of her content, and oh, it made me sick. All right, I don't know how we're going to get up there to do that, but let's go ahead and see if maybe we can move this guy. Right there. I didn't put it down far enough. Come on. Got it. Now we can do the rest of the pedals here. Let's grab that and get busy. Make sure I get up in that crack and under that. All right, we're just gonna quickly work our way around in circles. Try to go straight down on this one and then take this stuff out that way. Bad said he picked this up for PS4 yesterday. PS5, I guess. He got House Flipper's luxury flipper. He's so happy. I told him Pets was coming out too, and I don't know if he's seen that or not. I was hoping he would be up this morning, but I don't think he has gotten up yet. Right up under those edges, there's a little bit there. That's That's what I'm trying to get. Most of this is easy to do. It's just slimy moss, it says. So, not of a big deal. I want to get the inside of this completely done, and then I'll work on the outside. It does seem to work better if you are going up and down with it. Just seems to get in those crevices a little bit better. We could actually do most of this right here as well fairly easily. All right, it's done. So all right, there we go. There we go. I was trying to get that to work. I'm wondering if I could put this guy on. I don't think it's doing as much as I was hoping it would, but... Alright, let's actually do this part first. And we'll go along the floor as well as we do it. So I want to get that cleaned up at least. All right, and now we'll do the wall and the floor in strips. Okay. All right, that inner wall there is done. I'm actually enjoying the sound of the power washer today. It's soothing. The roar of a waterfall almost. All right. So they also announced that there's going to be a Midgar DLC, which is Final Fantasy VII. Midgar, whatever you want to call it. And apparently you're going to have to do the motorcycles and stuff like that. That's going to be pretty sweet. Right. We'll go on and get this part of the wall. My finger is like naturally clicking that for some reason. $2.50 to clean that whole wall. Oh my gosh. This is a sweatshop, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and do the floor. I'm wondering something about on Assassin's Creed. I'm wondering if Valka is trying to predict that the Eivor is going to she said that he would betray Sigurd. I'm wondering if what she is seeing is Randy wanting to be with Eivor because Sigurd's not there. And I'm wondering if that's something that's going to come up, because I'm not going to let that happen in my playthrough if it does. I will resist all I can, because I'm not going to do my brother that way. And two, I got Petra. And I liked Petra from the first time that I seen her, so I don't really want to mess about with something like that anyway, you know? I don't want to mess around on Petra. And then there was the guy from the other place that wanted to be with you, and I'm like, no. No, I got a girl already back at home. That kind of shocked me, but what I thought was going to happen, that shocked me, but it wouldn't have shocked me if the other guy had done that. I was expecting that. Ivar, the really bad one, I was really expecting him to be the love interest. But that other one there, not Brother, but the other one, I wasn't expecting him. Brother's brother. I guess his name is Brother, but it's just spelled different. I was not expecting that at all. All right, we are done with that part. We got to clean the top. Let me see something. Okay. We're going to make a line. We're going to go back. So what I'm going to try to do is actually go right here. All right, now I am going to grid this entire thing off, I think, to try to get it to do what I want. Let's just get this out of the way first. All right, so grid. Okay. Oh, man. Can actually breathe and I don't feel like I'm going to cough my head off. I feel a little bit dizzy, almost lightheaded. I'm hoping it's not the medicine like messing with my blood pressure. I have bad blood pressure to start with. My blood pressure's always been fine, and here once I got hurt, my blood pressure has shot up every time I'm in pain, and they always attributed my blood pressure to that and said that my blood pressure was fine because it was actually the pain that was causing it to be high. And now they say my blood pressure's high, so they put me on blood pressure medicine, but it messed with me so bad they took me off of 2 different ones, and now my doctor is retiring and he's not doing any more about the blood pressure stuff. So I got to go find me another doctor and get all of that started and everything, and I don't trust new doctors. You know, I don't trust new ones. And they don't listen to you. They think they're hot shots, and they're like, oh, well, yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that. Well, you know what? Somebody that was before you that knew a heck of a lot more than you ever did knows the situation, you know, and it's like, it ticks me off when they try that crap. We are almost done with this side over here. And we ain't even started the thing up there. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to try to finish this. We're going to try to finish the little statue there. And then we'll come back and we will work on, well, after that, we'll start on one side of the house. And then we'll come back after that, after my 3 hours is up or whatever, and we'll start there. I do need to do these. But as long as I get these... while I'm up here, I'm okay, I think. Alright. Or I can jump down and go ahead and grab these as well. I would really like to make sure that these are finished while I'm doing this, so... Alright, that part's done. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and do all of those, actually. Alright. There's enough of that it doesn't really matter, I guess. You can just clean it and it goes away. But that's almost done. That's done now. This should be done. Now. Alright, let's go do this guy. I'll get back up there in a minute. I'm going to do the outside of this first. My gosh. My hands are tingling numb. This game is horrible about that. I don't know why, but specifically this game makes my hands go numb. right, that's done. The lantern. Lantern's done. All right, we're good. Ah, let me up there. No. All right. Last night after I ate, I got to feeling so bad. Oh my gosh, I felt horrible. I was kind of wanting to come back and play something. I wanted to play this, but I decided it was better for me to take some medicine and go to bed. I'm going to try to get the outside of the wall, like right here, just this topper, all the way down if I can. Oh man. Well, I tell you, if she demands exacting standards from others, herself and others, she can kiss a donkey if she don't like my work. I will have this 100% clean. She ain't paying me to cuss at me, otherwise I'm going to sit down and let her cuss. Hold out my hand and say, okay, trust me, I ain't going to put up with crap like that. I actually done that to my boss. Well, he weren't my boss, but to one of the bosses at Guitar Center. He was training for another store, and he come in, he thought he was going to be a big shot, and he started cussing me and yelling at me, and I needed to hurry up and do this, I needed to hurry up and do that, and I looked at him and I said, dude, I know my job and I know what to do and how to do it. You need to hush. And he looked at me kind of funny, and he's, don't you talk to me that way. I'm a manager. I'm the darn operations assistant manager. What the heck? Just because you're a store manager in training don't mean crap, you know? And so he's like, he starts cussing and yelling, and I said, hold on. And I pull up a chair and I sit down, and he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, well, I'm working. I'm either working to get paid or you're cussing me and paying me to cuss me, not both. I said, so if you keep cussing me and you keep yelling at me when I'm doing my job, I ain't doing crap for you. And all the other guys they laughed him out of the building. I told him, I said, look, I'm sorry, but you're not treating me that way. I'm not your I can't remember what it's called. It's some kind of post. Nagging post or something. I can't remember what the term is now. It's been so long since I heard it, but I might have told him I wanted a scratching post or something. I don't know. I can't remember, but I told his butt off, and I told him, I said, you're not talking to me that way, and I said, you get me started at it, you don't want to hear what I'll tell you. He was never one of my favorite people. I miss working at Guitar Center. That one has closed, unfortunately. They got a leak in the roof that was so bad that they could not fix it. They said that the building was beyond repair, and so they just let the building go after all that work. And that was the coolest place I have ever been in my entire life. One of my aunts that has nothing to do with music stuff said that was the neatest place she'd ever been in. It took us like 2 months to put that store together. The employees had to go in and actually put the whole store together. It was a very interesting experience. But they wanted me to be an operations manager, and I told them no, I couldn't do it because you had to fly to Dallas, Texas every 2 weeks, they said, and I told them this boy don't fly. Told them until I earn my wings myself, I don't fly. And they're like, what? I said, I'm not being a manager because of that. I'm not taking that job because I'm not doing that, you know. Why is this so darn bright? So after we have finished Assassin's Creed Valhalla's story mode, I will continue to stream it a little bit, probably do side quests and stuff. But I also am going to be playing Hogwarts, and I'm going to be playing this and trying to finish this. I'm going to be trying to finish all of the flips from House Flipper, just to let y'all know that until I finish all of the current jobs in House Flipper, I will not be buying, well, I might not be buying Farm Flipper. I don't want to get stuck in that loop again to where I have to do all of the farm jobs as well. So wow, it took that whole thing away from me. Look at that. I thought all right, we're going to do this first. We're going to go around and try to get under the thing here, and then we'll go back and get all the rest of it. Get it on top. I should have recorded this whole stream as an episode of this, but sorry, I will do this as a the archive way. The others I'll try to record. The cool thing about House Flipper that I'm going to be doing is I'm actually going to go through and do all of the House Flipper episodes, all of those flips. And I'm going to try to record them and upload them for y'all as a full thing. But I will cut out a lot of it with like pausing it and stuff. But in doing that, that'll be the Property Flipper series. So having a really sharp pain over my right eye. I don't know why. Okay, that one is done. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go ahead and get the underside of this one. All right, let's do this side last. Hold on one second, y'all. All right. Oh. Sorry, it's bad. He's sending me messages. Alrighty, it looks like we are about done with this part. I will be cutting the episode of this. I will be cutting it down into an episode of just this part. And then I'll start a recording for the next part. Now, remember, I've only got until 9 o'clock. So I've got about an hour and 50 minutes. I know. How you feeling? I'll be on till 9, and then I'll be coming back All right. All right. So for the first episode, I'm going to cut it here, and I will pick up in the next episode. Give me 1 second. We're just going to flip out like that to do it, and then I'm going to hit record and get going on the next part. So all right. So we're picking up where we left off. We just finished this huge thing. It took us over an hour to do the fountain, but it's looking good. This is the Croft Manor, bad sir, if you're wondering. The first thing I want to do now is I want to clean these two things. But you're still in rehab. You don't have your PlayStation. And by the way, Pets is coming out. You can get a new Switch. Okay. I have heard that Nintendo may be coming out with a new console soon. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard that rumor several times now that they had scrapped the Switch Pro and they're doing something different. I was gonna try to buy me a Switch Pro if they put one out, but I don't know. Nintendo is just, their games are too expensive compared to for what they are, and they never really go on sale. Don't get me wrong, I love Nintendo, but alright, planner is clean. If anybody wants to gift me a Switch, go on over there to my Amazon wish list, and it's on there. Not that I would ever expect that or anything, but just saying. All the games that I would want are $60 and $70. Bad. So that's also another problem with it. The games that I want, there's very few games I would actually want for Nintendo. Mainly Zelda and potentially a non-side scroller Mario. I'm a huge Zelda fan. You know what? Wait a minute. That whole thing counts as the planner? I doubt that I would get the membership for it, to be honest with you, Bad. All right, that's done. So those two things are done. Let's get started on... Should we work from right to left or left to right? Let's do left to right. Oh, this is the super tall one. Okay, that one over there is not a very, very tall one. Do you have to pay for each one, though? Because that's why I stopped playing Nintendo, because I bought stuff for Wii and then they shut the Wii shop down and you couldn't even get the stuff anymore that you own. Heck with Sega. Sega was never good. Let's just admit it. Sega was never all that good. The only thing Sega had going for it that Nintendo didn't was Mortal Kombat had blood. I am not a Sega fan. I'm sorry for y'all out there that were Genesis fans and stuff. Compared to the Nintendo, the NES, Sega sucked. The games suck. Sonic sucks. It just, nah. It's like, I don't have a problem with anybody liking what they like, but it's like all the Xbox games compared to the PlayStation games. The Xbox games, for the most part, suck. I am not a fan of stuff like Halo. I've always thought Halo was horrible. And I know other people love it. So, I mean, if you love it, good for you. But, and I'm not saying you can't like or play an Xbox. Go at it all you want. But what I don't like about Xbox is the fanboys. Seriously, the fanboys for Xbox are horrible. Now, one Xbox game I loved was Fable. That was a good game. I have Fable 2 and 3. I've only played about 20% of Fable 2 and maybe 10% of Fable 3, but I loved them. The reason I had an Xbox 360 was for the RPGs that it had on it that PlayStation didn't have, but now they're on PlayStation as well. Every single one of them, besides one, that I have the Xbox 360 for. It's just their fans are absolute buttheads. That's the thing to me. It's like, oh, I like this. You can't like something else different. Yeah, I had Mass Effect. I played it on there. And Lost Odyssey, I think is the name of one of them. Something like that. I have quite a few Xbox games that were exclusive at the time to Xbox that were just the RPGs and stuff. Now, I'll tell you one game that Xbox has really good is Crackdown. I love Crackdown. And the original Saints Row, unfortunately, I did not get to do very much of it. It was broken. My disc was all messed up. So it's not like I hate Xbox, but I will be honest with you. I'm not like all the people who like to lie about it. PlayStation 3 was much more powerful than Xbox. It had much better games. And anybody that says that Halo was better than Killzone, they're just a fanboy. Killzone had an actual good system and everything. Halo was stupid as could be. But I also am not a fan of Call of Duty. I don't like Call of Duty because literally the way Call of Duty works is pretty much you're buying multiplayer and it's throwing on some just little piddly single player, and I'm a single player person. So now I loved Battlefield what's it called, Bad Company, but Battlefield 4, that was a shit fest. Bad, you remember me playing Battlefield 4 on stream, don't you? Where I tried 75 times to melee the guy and it just kept doing it over and over and over and it wouldn't work right. You remember that? And we counted it on stream 75 times. Yes, they do. Bad Company was awesome. I had read that they were working on a Bad Company 3 and that they canceled it for some reason. Bad Company was so good because it had comedy in it. It was hilarious. Especially the first one. The second one was not as good as the first one, but it was still pretty good. But like I said, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes and tell y'all that y'all gotta like something that I don't like, or that y'all can't like something I don't like. I'm not that kind of person. Like what you want to like, you know? I'm not gonna cancel you because you don't have the same taste in games that I do, you know? Bad, you're canceled, man. At the moment, I actually feel a little bit better, although I've got a really bad headache. My head is hurting from the medicine, I think. I actually think that this new medicine I'm taking now is raising my blood pressure because I can feel the headache. I'm going to have to be very careful, but I was coughing so bad I had to have something. I about passed out from coughing 2 times this morning. Right. Now, Bad, after I've got to take her to get medicine, I got to drive her. But after I do that, I will be back as soon as I can, if possible. I would... Oops, I don't know what I just hit. I would say that I would be on... I'm not going in. She's clear. She can do it. She wants. I'm not going in until mine comes back negative, which it might be negative if I test again, but until it comes back negative, I'm not going in anywhere. And I got it. If I have it, I got it from her. I swear, I think that it's a false positive on that test that we have. I think it's just something about my snot. Oh my gosh, I fell in the hole! I seriously think it's something about my snot, because I don't have any of the actual major symptoms of COVID, and the doctor said he didn't think that I actually had it, but that I was testing positive for it. I might have just be carrying it or something. So who knows? I don't know. I just know that I'm sick and have a sinus infection and have a bad cough. All right, we got that one done too. All right. Ouch! Man. I got dizzy there for a second. Really? It's probably at least like 48 here. I'd say it's probably higher than that here. That's 41 it says. It's raining though. Yep, it says 41. Oh. Oh, give me just a second. All right. I had to let Nameless know that I was up and on stream. If I hadn't have said something, she'd have been mad. Right. This doesn't do as good as I was hoping it would do. That one is more for that area there, I think. And I think even that's too close. Did I just do? Oh. All right, the window is clean. Window frame is clean. I got through 4 flannels on 1 brick alone. What? So, anyway, they sent my aunt a new medicine, and they told her that she's got to go pick it up this morning and start it immediately. So that's why I have to take off a little bit early. Give me a second. Oh, my nose is starting to run. Oh, ooh. And she just wants me to drive her over there and let her out the door. She'll be in there for about a minute and then I'll come back. I don't know if we'll finish this today or not. I doubt that I have time, but we'll cut it into episodes. I'm assuming that you have to do this side of it as well. Right. Oh my gosh, that thing was nasty. All right, we got that. I don't know. This is just not exactly working the way I want it to. I'm going to have to move this around. Right there for now. Let's go ahead and get this. So satisfying to get that done. Let me get the entire side of it first. So bad. Is there any word on you getting out of the rehab place, the hospital place, whatever it is? Any estimated date or anything? And how are you doing with your rehab? All right, we got that part done. That one done. Well, is there an estimated date on an operation or anything for that? Man, this wall is disgusting. This is going to take a very long time to finish. So we're just going to cut this into episodes, probably about an hour to 30 minutes long. And then we'll go from there on, like, whatever it takes to do, we'll do, but we're just going to go slow at it and get it done. Probably going to do these about an hour long, actually. Okay. It's getting to the point that we're going to have to come up there and just whip your butt back into shape ourselves, because you're not doing it on your own fast enough. You're not working hard enough, bad sir. We miss you. Miss you being yourself. Okay. Let's go around here and try. All right, that one is done. Is that the same one? It is. Okay. For clarification of anybody watching, we're not threatening bad with pain or anything like that. We're going to whip him into shape. We're going to make him healthier. All right. I don't know how we're supposed to get that. You going back to sleep now? I think that everything on this side is done, except for this. All right, we got that. Looks like that's done too, so. All right, well, we done the entire left side. I'm going to cut the episode at this part, and we'll start another one. Oh, that was a chore to do. All right, y'all, I've got an hour and 13 minutes. All right, let's get started on the next part. We're going to have to move this guy over here somewhere. And I think what we're going to do on this part is I want to go across. I want to do the entranceway. And I'd like to go across the entire bottom everywhere else. So let's start on the entranceway here, and let's actually move this back up. Thank you, bad sir. I don't know how that's going to get fixed, but we'll figure it out. I have to get back up on top probably. All right, we got that. That's the entrance archway. There we go. That was a hard to reach spot. We will have to go up top to do a lot of this. This is a tough job. This doorway is horrible. I'll clean it up in a second, though. I'm gonna go over it slowly where I need to. All right, I think that's done. That one's done. Okay. I got it all, I think. Nope. Entrance archway. Okay. I guess it's right here, and then whatever's on top of it and all. Oh, I thought, okay. I've already got that, so that's good. Let me, clean this thing off. Got that. So I'm not sure what that's, that part of that's just part of the entrance wall. I'm going to go ahead and clean the base here off. Just on this front side here. Try to do what I can on this. Unfortunately, that you've actually got to do both sides of for it to count, I think. All right, we got it. Let's see if we can finish this wall. All right, we got the wall. Oh, I want the planter. There's a piece right there. Need to get to the other side of it. All right, the planter is done as well. So we need the entrance wall, and to do that, we're going to have to put this thing up here in the front of it. Give me a second. All right. Yes, what I thought. We're going to have to actually... Ooh. We're going to have to get up here. Entrance wall and archway clean. Let me see if I can go up. That wall is done. I think everything over here is 100%. This counts as the topper, so that's what I wanted to see. We'll get that in just a second. I've got to get this. Wow. That's just going to be nasty, dude. Oh, nope. There we go. We're getting there. So I got good news about ads. Twitch is supposedly about to change the way the ads work. And anytime... All right, the topper is done. Good. Anytime that we get that I run the correct amount, y'all won't get entrance ads, or if you do get an entrance ad, it'll only be a picture-in-picture ad. Hold on, I have to answer somebody. Some people think that they are more important than anything else that I'm doing, and that I should stop everything I'm doing just to talk to them. No. All right. Let me see here. I'm going to change where I'm setting on this because I want y'all to be able to see. Ooh, I hit the wrong button, y'all. I'm sorry. Hold on. My aunt was wanting to know if she could cut on the heater, and I told her no, don't do it, and she's turning it on anyway. If I have my air conditioner running at the same time that she runs one of her heaters, it flips the breaker. I don't know why. I guess I can't cut my air back on then. I've actually had it kick me off stream several times because of that. All right, we got that done. See if we can get... Oh my gosh. This is just a problem where we're at. All right, let's switch out to that one. This is more like laser removal. Laser erasure. Oh, we got it. Okay. How the heck are we supposed to do this? Oh, man, you got to get really far back to do some of this stuff. I mean, why do they not have... Well, maybe I can jump up on this? Nope. That ain't gonna work. See if we can take this up. I might have to go get that other one and bring it over here and try to set it down on top of this one somehow. Okay. Tower battlement. Oh, we got it. Finally. All right. That entire side is done. Woo. Man. That was something else, y'all. That was something else. Okay, that now it's done because... Okay, yeah, we're good. I don't know how we're going to get up top. How are we going to get all of that stuff up there? And you know that there's stuff on top of that. How are we going to do that? I mean, it goes all the way up, too. We have to be missing something. I don't know what, but we're missing something, some way to get over there and do that, maybe. The only thing I can figure out is if we could actually set the other one on top of this one, maybe. Let's go try. Come on. Set it there somehow. Yeah, set it right there. Set it right there. It almost went. And stack them on top of each other. Come on. Come on. Well, I don't think that that's what we need it to do, but this will help a little bit, though. I think what we need to do is actually move that one over here and then move this one over here. And that way we can do whatever we need to do with both of them. So let's attempt to do that. This one I can't move because the other thing is on top of it. Come on. I gotta get the other one and move it off. Set it about right there. And then this one. I don't know if that one I can actually get to or not. I can't seem to pick it up. It's alright. I'll jump off the top of it if I need to the other one. While I'm standing here, though, let me get that. Nice. Jump in the hole. Okay. Don't you fall. Okay. All right. Let's try this again. Let's go with that one there. The window frame is almost done, but I just don't know where it's at. All right, the window frame is done. I think that I'm too far away from, or too close to it. That gets it a lot better. All right. Go ahead and... All right, that one is done. Let's try for that wall. All right, that wall is done. Now the hewing? I don't even know how to say that, the hewing. I think that I was wrong, and I'm just going to have to just do this to get it done. All right, the window is done. The gable wall. Oh, it's done. All right. So now we know we got that done. And all right, we're done with this part. We're completely done with it. I need to pick that up. And we're going to drop this guy over here somewhere. I'm going to move this one. I can't get it to pick up. I think that this one is actually on top of it too much. All right, let's just move this guy right here. How close is it, Bad? 43 minutes. All right, so I want to finish this section, and then I'll be happy with where we're at. And we can finish up the rest of it in another stream after whatever I don't get finished, we will. But I will go ahead and work on the bottom. All right, I'll have to fix that up a different way. Okay, that wall is clean. I need to get up there. Oh, we got it. Got that. That wall's done. Good. Now we just got to get the battlement on the front. It looks like we've pretty much got it. So we're going to have to move again. I tell you what, first let me jump down. Switch this. And get all of this stuff really quickly. I am completely shocked that they didn't let us go around the the back of this place and up on top of it and all of that. Really shocked at that, actually. All right, let's jump down here. That's done. That's done. The darn roof is not done yet. What? It has to be something down here. But I've got to get up under here too, so I'm going to go on and start that. My hand is numb. Lara Croft, hello. I trust Winston has extricated himself from the freezer in time to make you tea? Okay. Alright. You know what? I forgot to do this. That's where I need to be. Right there. You know what? We'll do good right there. I am the Batman of grime fighting. I just need to make sure I get on top of them if I can, and in front of them if I can. I won't be able to get all of them, but I'm going to try to get as much of them as I can. And like that right there, I can actually switch over and take with that. I need to look at something. How? Oh my gosh. Wow. We've got a lot more to do, but man. All right. That one I can't seem to... It's right in there, I think. There we go. We got it. This is a lot of work. Oh man. Okay. I know I kind of got off track a little bit off of what I was doing. But it's all right. I'll get back to it in a minute. I have a reason for this. I'm going to walk the entire thing and try to take out any problems with it. And that's kind of the barrier between up and bottom. That's why I'm wanting to do that. All right, let's get back over here and let's do this side completely. All right. We need to get over here somehow. All right, we got that part. So the entranceway is almost done. I want to try to finish this. All right, we got that. The battlement and that. Let's switch to that. All right, we got that. Got that. We can get this piece. Got it. All right, we're good. We just got to do this. All right, that's where I'm going to finish up that episode, and we're going to do this little thing right here, the string horse ledge, all the way around on the next part. Okay, let's get on up here and jump on top of this. We're going to walk the entire thing. Actually walk it. And take out all the dirt that we can on the ledge itself. All right, that counts as that one. I think that one's done. We gotta go over here. I like, if you're edging something, I like going up the edge with, that way it just works better, in my opinion. I'm trying to go left and right with it. And then the rest of it you can take out with the left to right movement easily. And then like with that, you can do that part with left and right easier. It just depends on the way that you're standing. All right, that one's done. We just got this one over here. All right, it should be about done. All right, now I want to work on the upper parts. Whatever I can reach from the ledge, and we'll do the, I guess, the lower parts afterwards, or we can, tell you what, let's just do it in sections. Let's go with this section here and the buttress, and we should be able to get the buttress clean without having to switch up anything. I'm actually thinking about doing all the buttresses first. Whatever's up top, we're not getting right now, though. We have to do that from standing back. I'm not sure if it's... Not sure about that yet. Hold on, let me look over here. Is there another buttress? I don't think there is. Let's... Oh, there's not. Okay. So that definitely counts. All right, the buttress is clean. That's our natural dividing point. So we're going to go for the upper part here. And if we have time, we'll try to do the lower part. We didn't get the buttress on the bottom there. I don't know where it's at. All right. So that, oh, okay, I got you. The brick up there counts as part of the battlement as well. I might have to actually get on that thing. We got that part. That's what I was worried about. I wasn't doing too good on it, so I'm going to try to wash away as much as this as I can, just sporadically, and then I'll go back. I honestly am not sure. I think that this is cleaning better at this distance. Window's good. Okay, we need to get the window frame. All right, the window frame is good. The entire upper part there is good then. Let's jump down. And let's take out the bottom. You know what? Why don't we do the entire bottom here? All right, we're going to go... do that. That. Now, in the game, I don't care which order I do it in. I just want to get it done. So I'm not claiming to be a professional or doing it professionally. right, we got the raised floor there done. Let's do this wall base. Let's do this one. And we'll go around here. We're trying to take out like 2 different sections completely. Technically it's 3 things. It's the sidewall here, the upper part, which counts as 1, and then this part, the base of the wall. And we're trying to take all of that out at the same, in the same process, basically. Got it. All right. So all of that is done. We've done a lot of work already. Look at this place. Wow. My hand is numb. Okay. We've got about 11 minutes left, and I'm going to try to finish up this area here. The manor wall All right, we got it. Let's do this buttress here. All right. So that's done. Let's try to finish up this area here. All right, that is not done. Got to be on this side. That one's done, and then that one needs to be finished. All right, it's done. Let's clean away from this stuff first. All right, the arch is all right. It's done. So all right, that part is done. Some of this is easier to do like this where you just shake it. Some of it's easier to do where you slowly go over it. Window frame, we got to get wherever the decorative arch is that it's dirty at. All right, we got it. Miss Croft, no offense, I don't care if I meet you or not. As long as you pay my check, you sign my check, we good to go. You pay me the correct amount, I don't care if I meet you. I don't care if you see my handiwork. The bottom is not a really big challenge. It's mainly the top. That's why I'm trying to get as much of the bottom done as I can. All right, the window frame is good. Let's get this arch. I know it's... All right, we got that. Now let's get the wall over here. All right, I don't see... All right, we got it. Mainly at the top that's not doing right for me. All right, I'm going to try to finish the bottom. But hold on. All right, so I'm going to finish the bottom and we will finish up there. And then I'll come back and I'll do the rest of the top in the next part, in the next stream. Right. That wall is done. That part's done. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, we got that. Let's do this one. Good, good, good. What about that? Those are done. wall is done. That's done. Let's try to get... All right, the arch is done. The rest of it, we're just going to do with this. All right, there we go. We've got one more wall here to do, and then that's going to be it for this episode and the stream. And I will come back and try to finish up the upper part, maybe tomorrow, or I'm not sure when, maybe Friday or something, or the weekend. The rest of my allotted stream time right now is going to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But we will finish this. There we go. Wow. Let's take a step back and look at this place. We've done that first, and now we've done so much of it. Over half of the top two is done already. So I'm gonna move the things here around a little bit. Let's move this just over here. I'm gonna grab this and put it here. I'm going to grab this one and put it right here, I think, and there we go. That's a lot. All right, so that's going to do it for this one. I will see y'all next time in the next episode. And for the stream, I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to try my best to come back. I'm not going to be able to go to family dinner, so we'll see how it goes. But I will talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a great day.